He stood 20 feet down the beach in the opposite direction from Marcelo, along with Jareth, his falcon and husband.
You need to get used to it. You can't let it distract you in an emergency.
It's hard not to get distracted by something that wants to kill you, I muttered. It's nothing personal. Zaira grinned, but the tightness around her eyes betrayed her strain. She was afraid too. It wants to kill everyone. Now, light something on fire, Jareth called. Somehow he sounded more like a child daring a schoolmate to cause trouble than an older warlock instructing a young one. Zaira flicked her wrist at a squat bush with shiny round leaves. A spark leaped from her hand, searing a bright path through the air, and landed inside it. Blue-white flames sprang up from within the bush, crawling hungrily up its blackening branches, withering every leaf to ash.
Keep it contained,
Jareth said. The mage mark gleamed silver in his eyes as he watched Zaira's face.
Don't let it spread.
I know what I'm doing, Zaira snapped. Sweat gleamed on her temples.
Oh? Then what's that?
Jareth jerked his chin at the fire. Only a jutting, charred stick remained of the bush, but the blue flames reached higher than ever, straining for the tree branches above. Thin lines of flame meandered outward, searching, following the bush's roots under the ground. One slithered along the sand's edge, thin, powerful, and rapid as a snake, heading toward Marcelo. Memories of figures writhing in an agony of blue fire and the stench of charring human meat seared my mind. I sucked in a breath but held back the word to seal her power again, though it strained behind my teeth. I had to trust her to handle it. That was half the point of this exercise. Zaira reached toward the racing line of fire, as if to gather it back, but it only leaped higher. A faint blue gleam shone in her eyes. Marcelo took a hasty step backward, but the flame was faster. It would reach him in seconds. I opened my mouth to cry out the word that could save him.
Zaira!
Jareth called sharply. Zaira sliced a hand through the air. The balefire winked out, leaving a smoking black smear on the ground. See? Fine. She tossed back her mane of dark curls. Completely under control. But her hands trembled ever so slightly before she shoved them into her skirt pockets.
Ravincio,
I sighed, sealing her power. My knees felt ready to buckle with relief. Jareth shook his head, a diamond glittering in his earlobe.
Control will be much harder when it's a company of Vaskandar musketeers or some witch lord's pet chimera coming at you with venomous claws.
I shifted my feet uneasily. We're not at war with Vaskandar. Jareth laughed.
Oh, don't be coy, my lady. Your council's secrets are safe with me. Anyone who's heard of their troop movements knows they're preparing for an invasion. It's only proper we afford them the same courtesy in return.
He jabbed a finger at Zaira.
And that means improving your control to the point where Lady Amalia can release you without worrying about getting set on fire along with the enemy.
Anger flashed in Zaira's eyes. So the Empire can use me as a weapon?
No. So you don't kill anyone you don't mean to.
Jareth's smile was bitter.
The Empire will try to use you as a weapon whether you've got good control or not.
Ballos slipped a thickly muscled brown arm around the Storm Warlock's slim shoulders, and I wondered if Jareth spoke from experience. Marcelo approached, a frown marring his brow. I couldn't help but appreciate the flattering lines of his uniform doublet. Never mind all my efforts to remind myself over the past weeks that we weren't courting, couldn't court, at least not yet. I wasn't ready to throw away the power of political eligibility.
That was better, he said.
Zaira flicked a glance down the beach to the ashy remains of last week's practice. I'd had to seal her that time. Damned right it was. Do you think I'd put up with any of you if this weren't working?
We should try again, Marcelo suggested. For longer this time.
I eyed the tangle of brush and overhanging branches surrounding the charred stump of the bush Zaira had burned. Maybe in a place where it won't spread quite so easily.